Hello, welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell, Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. Before we get started, I want to thank TV47 and Robert especially for allowing us to put our program on. Today, I'm very excited. Some of you may have seen around town the posters and the signs that say Positively Sylacauga. I think that's so wonderful. I'm a hometown girl, as these girls are. I'm very excited about that. So today, I've asked Laura Strickland, who's the Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce here in Sylacauga, to join us, and Chelsey Strong, who's the owner of Muscadine Marketing, right? Good. So I'm glad y'all are here. Y'all are the kind of spearheading the Positively Sylacauga project. But before we get into that, just briefly tell about yourself.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mandy, for having us. We always enjoy being on Library Connections. But I am a native of Sylacauga. I've been with the Chamber of Commerce for 4 years and just love it because it gives me an opportunity to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, and that's our community and our region, and just to promote all things Sylacauga.
Good, good. And Chelsey, are you also from Sylacauga?
Yes, I'm from Sylacauga and glad to be back in town and raising my family here and owning Muscadine Marketing. I help with the chamber and am handling all of their marketing efforts now.
Great. And many other things, I know.
Yeah, many other things.
Well, I know I've seen the signs all over town, Positively Sylacauga. What is that? That's a big question, I know, but what is Positively?
It is, Mandy. And you know, you're a graduate of Leadership Sylacauga, which that's a program that we're very proud of.
It's wonderful.
Chelsey participated in Leadership Sylacauga for our 2019-2020 class. And so as you know, a part of the Leadership Sylacauga class is you have an opportunity to create a class project. And that is an initiative that influences and you identify an opportunity within the community, and you influence some change in the community. Something to add to or create a completely new project, something to make Sylacauga continue to be better. And so that was what her class did, and that's the main way that Chelsey got involved. And she was just part of the class, and then because of her creative talents and her background in marketing, I think she got the opportunity to spearhead the project for the class. And so, Chelsey, I'll just let you tell about the project.
Yeah, so when COVID hit, we sort of redirected our efforts of what the project was. It started as trying to fill those empty storefronts downtown with some positive messages about seeing it as an opportunity rather than just another empty building.
Right.
And then when our world got turned upside down and our class wasn't able to meet for a little while, we went back to the drawing board and said, this is our time. Like, no other class has this opportunity to make an impact in this unique environment. So we looked at where Sylacauga was at the time, and you had businesses redirecting what they were going to do to help survive. They were looking into better ways to serve their customers. They were selling stuff on the street pretty much and delivering, doing anything they could. They were having markdowns, just trying to get somebody in the store. And so we looked and said, you know, our little town's going to make it. We're going to survive this. So we wanted to create some messaging that would encourage our town of Sylacauga to be positive and to look for the good things that are happening, because we all know it is very evident some of the things that are put out there that are just negative, and sometimes those are the easiest things to talk about. But we wanted to show an idea that Sylacauga is growing and it's not going to be a ghost town, and there are big things happening. So we established the campaign of Positively Sylacauga to get our businesses connected to the community, and we have those visual aspects such as the posters and the banners and the stickers. Yeah, that's one that we have on the business windows so they can show that they're participating in this.
Good.
And it's at no charge to them, no extra work for them, just to show that they are involved in the community and they want support from the community. So we have multiple things coming out in the future that this campaign is going to evolve into. Can I go ahead and share about one of them?
Yes,
okay, so
exciting.
One thing that you'll be seeing in the future is we want to identify individuals that are being positively Sylacauga. So everybody knows somebody in town that just goes the extra mile or 5 extra miles. We all want to have good customer service, but you all know that person that they just make your day when you interact with them. Or sometimes it's a guy picking trash off the side of the road that nobody asks him to do, but he just wants to see his community look better.
Oh, yes.
So those kind of people we want to identify, we want to recognize, and sort of shows an example to the rest of Sylacauga. This is how we move it forward, and this is how we survive, is these types of people. So you'll see that portion of the campaign come out a little bit later on, and we're excited to see it evolve that way.
Great. Where can we find out more about it? I mean, like, where will we see these people that are Positively Sylacauga?
You'll see the main push for that on the Facebook page, Positively Sylacauga. There's also a page on the Sylacauga Chamber's website dedicated to this effort, and you can see that information there as well.
Great. Well, that is so exciting. Your class was very creative, as everybody has been very creative during this COVID pandemic. We've all had to look at new ways to do things, haven't we?
You know, and that was the beauty of this campaign, was that the life of it did not end with COVID. This is a campaign that is going to live, and as Chelsey said, their legacy for their class will continue. You know, we started out with some initial programs and marketing messages with COVID, but this is going to be long-lived for Sylacauga, and so we're really excited. And I noticed one of the shots that you shared were the two masks that we have. We still have those available. One is the gator type mask, and one is a traditional mask, but they have our Positively Sylacauga logos on there. Those are available for $8 each. And the money that we raise from that will go to some different programs. We have a new diplomat program, which is our student youth leaders at the Chamber. Plus, we also will be placing some of those funds into a small business support fund. So the money raised from the mask sales will go to support those two programs.
Great. So I know we're going to be wearing masks for a little while longer, and maybe even longer than that if if you want to be a little bit safer. That'd be great. So that's they can just come by the chamber.
They can, yes.
Great.
Just $8 each, and we also have some hand sanitizer available. We have when you come in the chamber, those are free. You can just please come by and pick up a couple of bottles. We supplied those for the schools in our area, and so they have
one that I got somewhere I used a few minutes ago.
Yeah, you know, that's the one thing too that's going to become a staple in our lives is hand sanitizer.
Yes, it is.
But any opportunity we get to talk about Positively Sylacauga, we're just very excited to share that.
That is wonderful, and that is a great program. I know your class came up with that during a time, like I said, like you said, everything was negative, but this was a positive, and that's great. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Chelsey and Laura.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions can remedy any mold or mildew problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room, to surgery, to cancer treatment, to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Chelsey Strong from Muscadine Marketing and Laura Strickland, the Executive Director of the Sylacauga Chamber of Commerce. And we're talking about Positively Sylacauga, which is a great program. And I love the little logo that's up there. It's got, unity, support, and resiliency for the people and businesses of Sylacauga. how did you come up with that slogan, or
So we just wanted it to encompass everything that Sylacauga is supposed to be doing, and what we see, that unity. We want everybody on the same page. Everybody wants Sylacauga to be a good place to live and raise your family and work. And the resiliency, you bounce back. So it's not to say that you'll never have a bad day, or there won't be dips like we've experienced, but you come back. So we put that message together of that's what the campaign's about.
And support, the Chamber has been a tremendous support.
Well, we hope that we have. That's our goal. That's what our main vision and mission for this community is to support and lift up, provide that support for the businesses and industry and for the community at large. And, we were very fortunate. I love the resiliency and the support part of that. And that can apply to any situation that we face in the future. But as a result of COVID, we did not have any businesses close.
That's
and
wonderful.
we had some that made a choice to close following the onset of COVID, but those were ideas and thoughts that were probably already in the works.
Sure, yeah.
And I think COVID just gave them the opportunity to recognize that situation and take advantage of it. But to watch the community come together and support, from businesses supporting other businesses, we had one of our local pharmacies contacted me and wanted to make sure they had every restaurant, specifically locally owned restaurants in the community, so that they could provide lunch for their staff every day.
Oh, wow.
Because they knew that our restaurants were the ones that were suffering the most.
Yes.
But it was fun to watch our restaurants become creative. They expanded menus, added items that they don't normally carry, but just to provide those opportunities for a wider selection and, to help increase their business during this difficult time.
Whatever the needs were, they met them.
They
That's
did.
great.
They
That's
did.
awesome. And we've continued to eat out, or be very careful. And I've been very impressed every time
Yes,
I've been.
yeah.
Everybody's doing just what they're supposed to be doing.
They
which
are.
makes
Every
me feel
one of our
comfortable.
businesses is being
Yes.
very respectful of Governor Ivey's instructions and following all the guidelines. And so, there's so much to be proud of and positive about in our community in Sylacauga.
That's great.
Yeah.
So no businesses closed during this time. Do we have any new businesses?
We
coming?
actually had, I think, about 3 or 4 different businesses that opened in the midst of COVID.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And for that to happen when there was so much uncertainty really speaks volumes for the confidence they had in our community.
That's true.
And so, yes, we are real excited. We had the Place on Broadway,
Yeah.
which is a new event venue, opened.
Beautiful.
So that was great. We had a hair salon that opened during COVID, and I think she's doing really well. What were some of the others?
The Tokyo restaurant.
Yes, we had a Tokyo,
Yes.
another restaurant open in the midst of COVID.
Goodness.
And so, just a lot of encouraging events taking place. We had, just a couple weeks ago, we had the celebration for the Pinhoti Outdoor Center.
Yes.
And also learned at that grand opening and ribbon cutting that we have been designated a trail town by the Alabama Pinhoti Trail Association.
Oh my goodness.
So that's
Right.
exciting. That's another opportunity to put Sylacauga on the map. So,
Yes.
these different individuals stepping out and believing in themselves,
Yes.
which is just excellent, and then to believe in our community. So, and the support has been great. Last week we actually had another business open,
okay.
the Mercantile on Broadway.
Yes. Yes.
So that filled one of our empty storefronts downtown. Have had an opportunity to visit them a couple times.
Yeah.
So great selection,
They do.
hometown owners, and it just gives you a lot of pride to see entrepreneurs follow their dreams.
Yes, yes. I know I've talked with Alan and Julie Sanders on here about the things they've done and how
Yes.
downtown is looking beautiful with the remodeling, the renovations. And then had Kim and Nathan Wright on to talk about
Yes.
the Pinhoti Trail. It's just exciting to see
It
people
is.
starting new things here to bring more tourists in,
Right.
more shoppers in, hoping that we will shop here instead of going out of town to shop.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what other events are coming up at the Chamber? I know.
Well, we have our first women's conference October the 23rd,
Okay.
and it's going to be held at the Place on Broadway. We're very fortunate we have the Place on Broadway and Nexus Bookkeeping are our presenting sponsors for that
Okay,
event.
good.
And it's a women's conference, so we're looking for opportunities to help our male entrepreneurs. But
Okay.
this particular conference is for the females in the workplace.
Okay.
And that can be a home-based business.
Okay.
It can be within your organization, like you at the library. Some of any female in the workplace,
Okay.
and that doesn't necessarily in today's world mean in a brick and mortar building. So we have this great opportunity to live stream a conference from Nashville with Christy Wright, and she is the author of The Business Boutique, and she's known throughout the country with her messages and tools to help build up and support women in the workplace.
Great.
So we have a whole lineup of speakers, and we'll start that morning at 8 with a light breakfast. We'll begin our speakers, I believe, at 8:30.
Okay.
We'll have a break for lunch. We have a great lunch that's going to be provided by Hickory Street Cafe.
It will be good.
It will.
Yes,
You're exactly right. We have door prizes throughout the day, and we'll conclude that afternoon, I think around 3:30.
Okay.
And but it's going to be a great day for women to gather and celebrate us in the professional career world.
That's great, because I know we were talking before, a lot of women do have, they work in a business or like you said, a brick and mortar store, but some of them have home-based businesses.
Well, and that's
great.
one thing, Chelsey with her business, she is that role model for women pursuing their dreams, and I love her story and how she had this vision to have this business, and when she and her husband, and I know you don't like to talk about yourself, but I'm going to brag on you a minute, but she created this business, and it has grown and grown and grown, and we're just proud to have her as a partner helping us with our marketing efforts at the Chamber. But she is that, she's that typical home-based female entrepreneur that can, and there's so many out there today, but we also, women have a great place in any organization, and so we're going to have some messages that day that are going to uplift women and give them those professional development tools.
That's great. That's fun for any woman.
It is.
That is great.
I think it's going to be equally fun just to be with other women and have some girl talk.
I don't think we spend enough time together.
No.
We're with our children, our grandchildren, and that's wonderful too. But or with our husbands. But it'd be nice to have just the girls together.
Yes,
that'll be fun.
You can. The tickets are $30,
Yes,
and you can purchase those online from our website. We also have the link on our Facebook page, and it's just a great opportunity and for us to celebrate together.
Good. What is the date again?
October 23rd.
October 23rd.
It's a Friday, so it's a great way to end your week.
Yes, and begin your weekend. How
Yes.
fun.
Yes.
Well, great. That's fun.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy working from home, Chelsey? I know it has its challenges probably, but anything to...
It's comfortable. It's really great to be in an environment where I can go as I please, and working with the Chamber, if my office needs to be at the Chamber for the day, it can. Sometimes my office is at the library. I go and find one of those quiet tables. I'm able to be on the road and have my home office, so it's been great. I love it.
That's great, especially during COVID, but then all the time.
Right, and
That's
so
wonderful.
I was really blessed to not see a change there, but I was able to get out and do what I do.
That's great. I'm so glad. We're going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions can remedy any mold or mildew problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Chelsey Strong with Muscadine Marketing and Laura Strickland, who's the Executive Director at the Sylacauga Chamber of Commerce. And we've been talking about so many things going on. This is exciting, but you know, Christmas is right around the corner. I know, so we have a lot of events planned for Christmas.
We do. We're trying to expand on that. And one of the questions that I've been getting a lot lately is, are we having a Christmas parade?
Yes.
Are we doing anything for Christmas? And yes, we are. Our community needs Christmas. Our businesses need Christmas. So yes, we've actually got a full schedule planned for Christmas.
Great,
yes.
great.
Those of you that have shopped in Sylacauga for some time, and those of you that haven't, we have a great event coming up Sunday, November the 8th. Is our Christmas open house. And let me back up just a little bit. Everything that we're doing, we have a new program, Christmas in Sylacauga.
Okay.
And so you'll see this logo accompany every event that we have. And we're going to live by this. You can see I love the great little sketch of our downtown.
Yes.
And so Christmas in Sylacauga is going to be full of different opportunities to celebrate Christmas and shop local.
Good.
But we start Sunday, November the 8th at 1 o'clock with our Christmas open house. And that's focused mainly on our downtown area on Broadway and Norton. And our merchants there will be open from 1 to 5.
Okay.
Many of them will have some special treats available. And they're working on ways to provide those treats, meeting the safely to meet those guidelines. But they'll have specials throughout the afternoon. We're going to have music, strolling the streets of downtown, and I understand that Santa is actually putting us on his schedule as well.
Good,
yes.
good.
He loves to stop in Sylacauga.
He does.
As the season begins.
Good.
And then November the 29th, which is a Sunday afternoon and evening, we'll have our Light the Night event. And that's a great partnership between the Beautification Council and the Chamber. And we light our community Christmas trees. We will make sure that all of the windows are lit and decorated.
Oh,
and
fun.
We have some different events for that afternoon. Again, I think Santa's going to be there and bring some of his friends as well. But we'll have photo booths and a life-size snow globe. And
that is so fun.
Yeah, it is
I'm
fun.
glad I was going to ask that, but the
yes.
life-size snow globe, what a great family picture. And
It
fun
does make a great family
for kids,
picture.
yeah. So all these are family-friendly events.
Yes.
Bring your kids.
Yes, and all of these events so far are free. It's just opportunities to gather downtown, have lunch, shop.
Yes.
And then the Christmas parade, which is what we get lots of phone calls. You know, people started calling in June about the Christmas parade.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. Everybody loves a parade.
How fun.
So we have the Christmas parade on Thursday, December the 3rd at 6 p.m.
Good.
Those applications will be available within the next week to provide participation. There is a small fee, but we give back those fees to our prize winners in the parade. So, and many of them, Mandy, it's really neat to watch them. They choose organizations to donate that money back to.
Oh,
it's really heartwarming.
That is nice. That's nice.
So we've got the Christmas parade. Then Saturday, December the 5th, we have some activities planned throughout town. Throughout the day. And there'll be music and just some different activities, cookie decorating. We're still working on what all the details are available, and we'll see possibly some snow.
That's exciting.
Maybe some fun activities for the children. But we also have that day, the place on Broadway is hosting a Christmas market. So that's a
what
lot
is
of
that?
fun.
What is that? A Christmas?
They're going to have different vendors come in for the day and display within the place on Broadway. And admission to get in and shop will be a canned good or a toy that will go to families within our community.
That's nice.
So that's still being planned, and the details are being
Sure.
finalized for that.
It is just October, so
I know.
we're a
It's-
ways away, but
I
that's
know,
great.
but it'll be here before we know it. And then Christmas Pajama Day is Thursday, December the 10th. We want everybody, and it's a day, it's not just night. We want every business and organization to wear their Christmas pajamas to work that day.
December 10th. Gotta write that down.
I will be visiting. In fact, I told one of our councilmen, Lee Perriman,
Yes.
and Mayor Heigl both that we expect to see them in their Christmas pajamas that day.
Absolutely. I think so.
So we'll see how that works out.
Lots of people out with their cameras, I think, that day.
Yes,
That
I
would
will be
fun.
for sure.
Oh, how fun.
Then December the 12th, we have another, that's a Saturday, we have another day of activities planned downtown. So.
Wonderful. And to find out when, I mean, because I didn't write down all the dates, they can go to the website.
Yes.
Call the chamber, I guess. Go to the Facebook page.
yes.
And all this will probably be on Positively Sylacauga too, I guess, because that's
Yes, I'm sure it will. We'll be cross-promoting on all of our different platforms. But yes, SylacaugAChamber.com is always a great resource. We have a community calendar there. You know, we would love if you have different Christmas programs or fall festivals for you to
Yes.
submit those activities
okay.
on our community calendar, and that can be done from our website.
You know, I have done that. I need to do that again for some,
Yes.
but it's so easy. You just
It
submit
is.
it, type it in, and how for people to get in contact with you.
Yes.
That's great. Y'all make
Yeah.
it very simple. Very
We hope we want to be that one stop to see what's happening in Sylacauga.
Right, because if somebody wants to move here, they're probably going to look at the Chamber of Commerce website and see
We
what's
get a
going
lot
on.
of visits and calls. Our website actually has a lot of traffic, and our calendar and our job postings, just general information. Our COVID, we had a special page with the onset of COVID.
Yes.
We're still in COVID,
Right.
but it also received a lot of traffic too. So we have a lot of visitors on our website. We still get a lot of phone calls.
I bet.
I love that people look to the chamber as their resource for information.
Well, we have about a minute left, so I want to just kind of recap Positively Sylacauga, Facebook page and website. It's not too late to join. If a business wants to join, they don't have to be a chamber member. Is there a charge or anything?
No, absolutely no charge, and you don't have to be a chamber member, and it doesn't matter what type of business you have. If you want to participate and be a part of the campaign, just call the chamber and we'll get the materials set for you, and you can install those how you want.
Wonderful. The Connect Her conference coming up in October
23rd.
23rd.
Yes,
They can still go online and register for that. Any women, that'd be wonderful
Yes.
to do. And then all the Christmas activities. I know you're still in the planning stages of a lot of those.
But there's a lot to come, and all of it will be focused on keeping shopping local and enjoying fellowshipping with your community.
Great. Well, I'm going to go home and make my Christmas list now of
Yes.
what I want and of what I want to buy.
Yes.
But thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today on Library Connection and
Thanks for
talking
having
about
us.
Positively Sylacauga. Thank you for joining us.